Well, welcome back to another episode of Roughneck RC. This is part 3 of the Clodzilla upgrade, and I hope you've been following the video series and are enjoying it. Due to sound complications with filming first person, I'm only going to be shooting with my Sony Handycam today. So I definitely won't be going to FPV view, but I'll try to capture all the angles as much as I can with the Handycam. So let's get to it. Not waste too much time. Shilly-shallying and gibby-gabbing. Like I said in the last video, I was going to finish pulling the other one apart, and I was going to get this one prepped for the new parts to be put in. And that is exactly what I did. As you can see, on both ends, there's no gearboxes, axles, or any of that. That's because they came off of the other truck. Right here. So we are gonna roll with that. And here's the other one. Now I do have other stands to put this on if I wanted to, but once I start adding this stuff, it would be kind of hard to balance it on the other work stands. So I'm using some Clodbuster tires and rims just to hold this up for the time being. And as I put these parts in. Now, this is probably going to be a little bit shorter video than normal. Once again, I'm probably just going to show you be doing one, and then I'll do the other side off camera, just because I think it's it's kind of repetitive. I mean, once you see one, you know basically it has to go back in this, the other one has to go back in the same way. And it also saves time, I mean, the videos when you're doing builds and upgrades and stuff, some of the videos take a while. And that's why this is a multi-part video, because if I was to film everything back to back, it will definitely take probably hours of view time, and you guys don't want to sit there for hours. I try to keep these videos as short as possible. So with that being said, let's get to work. Now I still got the original Clodbuster motors in these. I have not made any motor decisions yet. I was hoping you guys can help me out with that, trying to figure out what kind of motors I should put in this. Keep in mind, I do want to be able to at least get up to speeds of 25 miles an hour, but I still want to have the ability to crawl over stuff. So what I'm hoping this would turn into is more of a rock racer than just a crawler. So let's if you guys have any ideas of what I should put in for motors, let me know. I appreciate your feedback, and you guys might know something that's out there that I really don't know. Even though I've been in RCs for a while, and there's a lot that I don't know, and I will be the first to admit that it's a learning experience. It's constantly learning. So if you, like I said, if you have any thoughts, please feel free to message me, or comment on it, and appreciate your feedback. So with that, here we go. we just it's just pretty much attaching stuff and bolting things in. I did that for definitely for the ease of being able to do this. Definitely a couple different spots I can put this. One is I can kick it out more, so it's angled more like that. Or I can bring it in more, so it's angled more like that. Thinking bringing it in more would definitely be positive. So that's what we're going to do. I do have these nice little handy dandy brackets on here that I left because I wasn't sure which I was going to do. But I think like that is what we're going to be looking at. Because if I come out, so there is a positive for being out. It gives it a little bit more room for articulation. Let me see if I have a handy dandy screw someplace. Just so I want to see how it looks. I think I'm too worried about the ride height at this point. And this way I can get a general feel. For what we're looking at here between the two and what I, this is part of it. This is making decisions, based on what fits where best. Actually, it's not too bad. I mean, it's angled a little bit up, but I mean, I think actually that'll work to my advantage. Having it angled a little bit this way versus this way, and we're just talking the axles being angled a little bit. I think would be better for rock crawling. And definitely overall the rocks coming in through the front end. So I think I'm going to roll with that, right in that spot. Just trying to think. I mean, I can always put it to the other spot if this doesn't work out, and that's part of the nice thing about doing custom stuff, is that if it doesn't function the way I think it's going to function, then we could definitely switch some stuff up. But overall, I think I have a good feeling for this. Loctite. Definitely needed on this project. Even though I'm using self-locking nuts, I still put the Loctite on. Loctite definitely helps it. You know, you get a lot of vibration, especially when I go to the bigger motor, which is gonna happen. Like I said, I need y'all's help. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best thing to put in this thing. I was thinking Castle Creation Sidewinder 3s. That way, you know, run 2 of those with 2 ESCs. I think that would be pretty cool. That way I have more power, but it won't be crazy overpowerful for the gears inside this truck. There's definitely, you know, room for the motors, I believe. I mean, this isn't a full build off anyhow. Like I said, this is just taking what I have, putting it into something useful. Now, upgrading the Clodzilla was on my hit list because there was a few things I didn't like about it, and this will fix all that. I find in RC world, for the most part, everybody tries to help everybody else, and that's one of the things I love about it. We're a community where it doesn't matter what state or country you live in. You know, someone has a problem, we try to help that person out with his ride as much as we can. And that's a wonderful thing, you know. Because, you know, the hobby is expensive, and everybody has other things going on in their life. It's hard to keep up with things, and sometimes parts aren't available, and somebody might know how to make something else work a different way. And we learn from each other. It's really cool, that aspect of it. You know, I try to bring you guys different things. I hope that you enjoy my videos. I mean, I you know, bring a little bit of everything for the general masses. And so let's see what we got. I don't know if you guys can see that. Here's what we're looking at. You know, I could pretty much fold this thing almost in twist it in half. Look at that. I think that's gonna work out good. Slightly angled up. The other thing I have to do, and I have to get some nice custom wheels for this. Maybe some bead locks. I already have a set of bead locks on order for my Summit project, which is going to be coming up. So if you're all interested in what I'm going to be doing with one of my Summits, well, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag just yet, but just so you know, that will be coming up soon. Hopefully. I've had those rims and tires on order for a little bit. I don't know about, you know, they were on back order. I don't know when they'll be coming in. There was something, you know, but once they get here, I'll be tackling that project, getting that project on the way, and that way I can get some decent rims and tires for this thing. Thinking, well, I have some Big Joe tires. I just would have to get rims to fit the Big Joe tires, and definitely thinking bead locks on that. My preference is bead locks for the most part on over top of everything for any of the rides, due to the fact that when you're doing mudding and water gets inside them, I don't want to punch a hole through the tires. The tires are expensive, and it's just easier that way. You know, for maintenance, I could just pop them off. You know, there's no slippage. I like bead locks a lot for at least my RC stuff. I don't have it on my full scale Jeep. Not yet, anyhow, because the cost for doing full scale stuff is insane. My Jeep's been in the shop now for about a year. It's a 1975 CJ5, and you know, it's been a big project. You know, it's actually taken a huge amount of money and resources just for me to try to get that done, and that's why I haven't been able to bring you a lot of these projects or new rides and stuff, due to the fact that, you know, that's taking priority over almost everything that I do. I actually probably shouldn't have bought some of the stuff I did this year because of it, but you know, I am an RC addict, and in order for me not to spend money, I need to not be shopping for RC stuff all the time. And so, and I have a habit of shopping for RC stuff all the time. It's always in the back of my mind, oh, this product coming out, or this is new, or what happens if I do this, and you know, oh, I need to build my inventory up for parts so I have them on hand. I want to do this, I want to do that. Oh, that's really cool. You know, the song and dance. This is very repetitive song and dance, but I think you all have been through it. It's like, oh, I really want that, and you keep thinking about it, and finally you break down and you get the thing you really want, because, you know, it's just that awesome, and you can't just not get it. Well, there's a few things going on here at Roughneck RC. We're trying to save up for kind of a big time move. Hopefully that won't be happening for a year or two, but we also have to get another computer. My computer is about 10 years old, and it's on its last legs. It's been redone several times. It's to the point where editing and stuff, is becoming really hard to do, and I need to definitely upgrade my computer. I got some fifth scale rebuilds to do, and all this stuff has to stay on the back burner until I get the Jeep kind of squared away. I could do little things here and there, you know, but big time stuff, no, it's the big time stuff has to wait, unfortunately. But that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Yeah, I know it's a line from a movie, but it's pretty funny. And I know I was only going to show you one side. I mean, but the other side didn't take me that long. So let's get this in. Then I'll grab the tires that were on it. Unfortunately, I don't really like them. Well, their tires are alright. I just think they're kind of undersized for how big this truck is. And I could switch out the tires to these tires, but like I said, I'm thinking Big Joe's on this. Don't know exactly what you're all feeling about Big Joe's are, but I have a set of those tires, and they were brand new, and I got them really cheap at a bargain. And I've had them for a long time and never quite figured out what I wanted to put them on. But because this thing has such a huge wheelbase and it's so long, I think a bigger tire will help the overall look of the vehicle. And they're definitely a little bit more aggressive than the standard tire. Granted, there is a few things that I have to figure out with this build. What we have to figure out. And you saw another video, and actually I had some nice feedback. It gave me some new direction of where to probably take this. I gotta do some more research. I unfortunately probably gonna have to spend a little bit of money, at least. You know, I don't have abundance of stuff to fit this truck. I definitely don't have abundance of powerful motors, because the fact that I use them and use up all my powerful motors and other things. But where's the arm? Woohoo! Getting stuff out of the way. Loctite. Now what did I do with the nut? That's what she said. No pun intended. I dropped it. I'll get it started on, and then I gotta grab pliers to hold it. Learn from your mistakes, and I made a few on that on the first time around on my Clodzilla. And even though sometimes you know better, you still make the mistakes. One of those mistakes was I didn't Loctite everything the first time around, so I had to go back and Loctite bolts because I just wanted to show you guys the build, and then go back and take them off and Loctite. But I forgot to Loctite a lot of them, and during a lot of the problems I was having was just stuff idling and falling apart. Which wasn't good. So the magic of camera, I'm going to put the tires and wheels on. We'll do a Scooby-Doo type thing ending, and we'll bring it. When you come back with the magic of camera, the tires will be automatically on this thing. So alright, so here it goes. Got the wheels and tires on. Once again, these are not the tires or rims I'll be using for this ride. These are just temporary. Don't get me wrong, these tires are pretty nice, the rims are alright, but not for this truck. And I'll show you what I intended to do. Let's do a flyby though, so you can see everything. This, you can see from the size of my hand, this is a Big Joe tire. Now, in comparison to what's on there, there's the difference. And you can even see the difference here. And I'll show you how much taller it is. This is what I want to use on this truck. How much wider? I've had these for some time. Like I said, I picked them up as a bargain and wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with them. So now that I want to use them on this, they have a purpose. Alright, so this is where we're leaving off for now. This is video 3 of this project. Now there's probably going to be, I want to say on good faith, a couple more videos of this, but it's going to be a little while. We have holiday season coming up, and like I said, money is really tight, and I have to do some research. But you guys can all help me out with some of that, if you don't mind. Let me know what you think should be where this project should go, and maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. But at least it'll help the creative processes going and give me some ideas that I probably haven't thought of yet. So it's been an honor. If you guys enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you guys didn't really like the video, give me a thumbs down. Please leave your comments. It does take a little bit to make these videos. Any of you that make videos know that there's a process behind it. So anybody that takes the time to make the videos, myself included, we put a lot of effort into film editing, filming, shooting, and bringing you new stuff. And there's a lot of people out there that are a lot more talented than me at shooting this stuff. And then there's also a lot of haters out there, and there's also a lot of people that give us our daps due and push the like button or push the dislike or leave the comments. And for all those subscribers that support us video makers of RC world, we all appreciate it. We definitely, if it wasn't for you guys actually giving us your feedback and definitely watching the videos and subscribing to our channels, we wouldn't be doing this. And it definitely fuels the fire for me to keep bringing you stuff. It is very costly for me to keep bringing you stuff. I don't make any money off of doing these videos, so you all can help that way if you want. When you see that I have commercials in, instead of hitting the skip button, watch through the commercial, because for the most part, that's how we end up making money with our videos. Is that the more people that watch through the commercials, the more money we're gonna get, because we get like, I don't know, 5 cents every time you watch through the commercial, and instead of hitting the skip button. And that definitely will help fund future projects that I'm having current problems trying to get funding for. So, there's lots of things I want to do. There's lots of things I want to bring you. And a lot of things get put on the back burner due to finances. So, definitely, but thank you all. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't, please subscribe. Thank you for your input. Definitely, I'm trying to, I'm going to try to bring some of the ideas you guys give me and the thoughts on this project to life on this project. So it's not wasted effort. When you actually say something, I listen, and I'm like, oh yeah, that might be a great idea. So I had someone tell me that maybe I should do a blazer top on this. Well, I'm going to see what's available for blazer tops. And definitely, told me, or modify the other one so it has a cap or something. I'm listening to all these great ideas, and it helps, because now I'm gonna go do some of the research, so then I can figure out, is there a blazer top hard body, because I want a hard body on this available. If not, what kind of caps might be available. I'll look into some scale stuff, and definitely be able to bring you some really cool stuff, and your thoughts on this definitely help. I'm going to try to do more projects like this too, where it ain't just things that I think would be cool. I mean, definitely want to incorporate some of the things that you guys think are cool. And definitely in the future, I'm going to be doing builds that maybe I'll build something and let you guys put all your input in, and I'll take the ideas that you have and incorporate it completely from ground up into a build. And if that's something you would be interested in seeing, we can definitely do something like that. The channel isn't all about what I think is cool. It's also what you guys think is cool, and hopefully this is the beginning process of that. This is kind of testing the waters. You guys give me more feedback and more ideas on what I should do with this thing, and I'll listen, and we'll see what ideas that I want to incorporate into this, and that way you're part of the build. So once again, thank you for your support. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I am Michael Payne, signing off for Roughneck RC.